We're day tripping in Tottenham today, and we're going on a trip back in time. Time to...
All aboard!
In the rural area of Tottenham, engine 703 makes its regularly scheduled stop at the station, ready to take passengers on board for a ride through the countryside. The engine was built in the 1940s, while the cars date back to the 1920s, a time when train travel was at its peak.
This coach was built in 1925 for the Toronto, Hamilton and Buffalo. It is the last piece of rolling stock that is still actively running from the TH&B.
The South Simcoe Railway is operated completely by volunteers. All are train enthusiasts who believe in keeping the train trip as authentic as possible, even keeping the look of the coaches as true to the past as possible.
This coach has gone through extensive refurbishing. This is all original mahogany paneling. When the Ontario Rail Association brought this up here and refurbed it, all of those panels were painted, and they had to be stripped and refinished.
Mike, we're looking at a wood stove.
Well, actually, I think it burned coal, but you usually start a coal fire with a little bit of wood to get it hot enough to get it going. But that would have been the source of heat for this coach in the wintertime.
And this part you said is where all the luggage would go?
Well, this would be the baggage section of the combination.
What makes this such an attractive attraction for people?
I don't know. I guess people like to see a little bit of history. That's what this is about. A good number of people come not just for the history part, but it's kind of a nice ride out in the country and back, and a good way to spend an hour of your time. This is the go ahead and for the throttle, for how fast the engine runs. This is the go ahead and reverse lever. And this is the brake for the locomotive. And this is the brake for the whole train, which works both the locomotive and the rest of the train.
Okay, but what everybody wants to know is where's the whistle?
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. This is the horn.
Okay.
Steam engine has a whistle. It's much nicer than this thing. It sounds like a moose.
I gotta do that though. Can I do it?
Sure, but
Okay.
pull harder, then you'll really hear.
Okay, you ready for this? Every person's dream, ready? Okay. So what does that mean when we pull that off? What does it mean?
That means we're going to get thrown out of town.
Oh.
Because we
Sorry
don't
about
blow
that.
the horn in town.
Oh.
It's an
Oops.
emergency.
All aboard!
The ride is a comfortable trip through the countryside. The train chugs slowly while the riders take in the sights, and the conductor talks about the history of rail travel and the train itself.
Keep heads, arms, legs, and everything else you value inside the window at all times. We use about the South Simcoe.
So the train ride takes you through the countryside of South Simcoe, from Tottenham to Beaton, and then back. So the whole round trip takes about an hour, but of course the scenery is something that you can't get anywhere else.
Mainly it's because we've got three boys and they're busy and they do like trains, so we thought it would be a lot of fun, especially to hear the history of everything.
The South Simcoe Railway is seeing a decline in ridership recently as thrill rides are replacing train rides for local tourists. 20 years ago, there would be close to 100,000 visitors a year. Now there's only about 18,000. All of the volunteers work to maintain the 4 trains they have in use, but for them, it's a passion and one they hope can be passed on to the new generation. Neat, eh?
That's the best part of the whole job.
So it must be like you living out childhood dreams, eh?
Sort of. I think every kid's childhood dream was to drive a train or be on the train, or once upon a time the steam engineer, he was probably the most popular guy in town.
Well, now that we rode the rails in Tottenham, fun fact, these rails are actually haunted by a ghost train. That's for another show. Now we're gonna head to Penetanguishene for another haunted mystery, and that's at Discovery Harbour. It's sundown and we're day tripping in Penetanguishene. We're going to explore Discovery Harbour. It was a naval base from the War of 1812. And it's a little bit haunted. We're going ghost hunting. So Larry Ford is the program coordinator here with Discovery Harbour. You said that you were a skeptic.
I was a skeptic, but I had a personal experience myself on the site early one morning where I was passing one of the buildings and I looked up into the window and I actually saw the face of a child staring back at me. And I can remember that her hair was parted in the center, it was long, straight blonde hair on either side, and she had her nose kind of pressed up against the window. And this was at a time when there was nobody on the site. I was the only one there.
The big question is, there's two. Have people seen anything here on these tours?
Oh, you know, it's funny you should say that because on the very first ghost tour that we had this season, I had a very large group with me, and we went into the officers' quarters, which is supposed to be our most haunted building. And sure enough, one of the chairs beside the chessboard actually rose and slammed back down into the floor.
So just for today, we're not tourism experts, we're ghost hunters. And here we have Carol, who's our camera operator. We have Dave, who's our camera operator. Carol believes, Dave doesn't. So we're gonna see just how this goes. And maybe something will tickle Dave and maybe we'll not be so scared. Let's do this.
We've been chasing ghosts for a few years, been to some haunted houses and up in Bracebridge and places like that, and spent some overnights and stuff. So kind of hope maybe we'll see something tonight. You never know.
You know that this place is pretty haunted though, right?
I've heard that, yes.
Yeah.
I've heard that. I haven't
So
seen
are you
anything
scared? No, I'm good. I'm pumped. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. It's all good. So as we move on this tour, more buildings have more activity. And they said that in the wood paneling, some photos actually show a skull. Yeah. So you're really creeped out by this one. And you work here.
Yeah, I do work here. Even during the day, it does creep me out quite a bit. I don't know if it's because it's not really near any of the other buildings, and all that's near is the cemetery to the one side. But it definitely does creep me out. It just, I don't know, I get a weird feeling in it. I haven't seen anything in here myself, but it's creepy for sure.
This is the home of the lady with the white dress, and people have seen her.
Yeah, there has been sightings of her, definitely. Yeah, time and time again.
Cameraman was creepy. Yeah. Like he was just like standing there in the window and looking through the window, and she wasn't just like screaming because she.
It was Dave that scared her.
Is this creepy? Is this creepy? Tell me this is creepy.
Yeah, you were creepy.
First ghost. It was Dave. It was Dave. These two graves are the grave sites of two brothers who died here back in the 1800s. Now, what's creepy about it is when people come here and take photos, they actually have pictures of the brothers standing here. So I'm gonna go. So we're doing a bit of a check-in here. So Dave, any ghosts?
No ghost.
Carol, any ghosts?
No ghost.
Okay, creepy?
Not creepy, not scared.
Not at all. Not this time.
I'm apparently the creepiest thing here.
I kind of agree. Okay, so we're here at the Keating House. It's one of the most active buildings in the area. Up in that top window, you heard Larry say that that's where he saw a child with his nose pressed up to the window. They hear the rocking chair moving, they hear kids laughing, and we're gonna go in and try to find them. So we're up here in the Keating's room, and you can see that there's the bed, there's the cradle. This is where all of the activity happens. It's also really, really stale air up here, so you can tell that there's something up here. It just feels like everything's closing in. It's kind of scary. What did you see?
Something white, just white. There's something out there in the window, and I feel like a ghost is there.
Outside the officers' quarters, and they said this is the most active building. So when we go inside, we're gonna see, we're gonna hear, we're gonna feel, we're gonna smell. All of our senses are gonna be heightened. We're gonna see if we can find some ghosts, so make sure you watch for it. So we're in this room. Carol's not feeling so good. My heart's racing. You're gonna puke.
Yeah, I had a sharp pain, upper abdomen, as soon as I walked through the door.
Yeah, and when I came in, I sort of like, there's something in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dave, what are you feeling?
Nothing. I feel nothing.
I saw it. I actually saw it. Those little white,
Yeah.
That's what it was. I saw it go right by. That's pretty cool.
Oh! Who goes there? Deserters!
All right, so we made it past the ghost tour, and creep factor
0.
10.
10 and a half.
10 and a half. Okay, so your verdict, guys. Haunted or not haunted?
Definitely haunted.
Definitely. I would say there's something there.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
So there you have it. Some people believe, some people don't believe. Some were really scared, some were just scared by our cameraman. But that's okay, we had a good time. Also, the one thing to remember is that it is a historical place, so you will learn, and it's definitely entertaining. So thanks for day tripping with me here in Penetang.